Hi everybody, Russ on the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. As always, every day before a match, we give you the basically we go through the David Moyes press conference. We put together all the information, take out all the interesting tidbits. I did say tidbits, and give them to you so you don't have to wade through it. Let's not be around the bush. It was probably the quickest press conference I think I've ever seen. It was over in about 13 minutes, the public one, and I think that so quickly. I think the club's just about to put the press conference on the YouTube channel. As things happen, so basically, there's two parts of the press conference. Usually, there's usually the public stuff and the embargo stuff. So I might be led to believe that it could be a lot of embargo stuff. So you might see stuff coming out sort of more later this evening, maybe from the press conference, stuff which can't come out in the public press conference potentially. But Anton will bring you any of the extra information that comes out tonight with the preview when he's doing the Man United preview tonight. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's start, shall we? Let's start. Right, okie dokie. So. There we go. So what did he talk about? Well, started off talking about the fixture congestion, and someone straight away said, oh, basically, you know, how it must have been nice having a few days off and And he goes, yeah, it was certainly helped. It certainly helped having the extra days recovery because it was a very quick turnaround between the 3 games last week that we had. Having a few days to recover has been good for us, and hopefully it shows, which is encouraging, isn't it? A bit encouraging, encouraging with a strong performance potentially. He was then asked about the top 4 battle itself. He basically said our idea is to try and challenge those top 4 teams who don't necessarily see ourselves as quite there just yet, but we want to try and challenge them. We want to try and have a good go at hanging in there. We missed it last year by 2 points, so the challenge to the players was to try and get those extra 2 points, which might make it. Let's be fair, the level of competition for those spots is very strong. Over recent years, there have been quite a regular group of teams in there, with the likes of Leicester and Tottenham in there at different times as well. So it's not an easy group to break into, and we will try and keep hanging in there and see where we end up. Fair enough. Asked about transfers and you know, in terms of the board and things like that. I mean, he's been quite, you know, he's this is what he said. He said basically the board have been really good and have supported me greatly and helped me, and say to me, go and get what you need if you can, but like anything else, things are expensive in this window at the moment. Also, there's not a great pool of positions we're looking at, and we found it quite difficult to identify and maybe get ones which we think can come in and make a difference immediately. But if things go right, I am hopeful we'll add a couple of players before the window closes. He loves a little Easter egg, doesn't he, Moyes? He gives you a little carrot. Always gives you a little carrot. Could those two be BDD and Nat Phillips? Who knows? Who knows indeed? Right, what else have we got from Moyes? Where else have we got from him? He also said, and someone asked him about Nat Phillips, and he got a bit narky about that, to be honest. He went, I can't be doing it in a Scottish accent, but I don't know why you asked me about a player directly, because I can't give you an answer whether I was or I wasn't. So you can take that as whatever answer you like. You go, girlfriend. Of course he's not going to say, oh, yeah, we're after him. Yeah, we're going to get him. Yeah, he's a good player. No. But they do ask him. I've always used to ask him about Jesse Lingard. No, I can't comment on him being because he's a Man United player, but he's a great player. We'd love him. Sorry, that's a comment. But he was quite shirty with the journalist who asked him that question. Asked about return to Old Trafford, obviously. He said not many managers go to Old Trafford and find their teams above them. I am pleased we are in front of them, but what matters is getting 3 points and being ahead of them at the end of the season. Indeed, David. When you go to big clubs, you get judged immediately. This is in reference to him, obviously being manager of Man United. It was a brilliant club. It is a brilliant club and a great job to have, and I am disappointed I could not have done a better job. I look back with fond memories, which is fair enough. On the team news, again, as always, Moyes doesn't tell you anything, to be fair. Apart from the only thing he gave us an update is Soucek, really. He says we have had and have COVID like everyone else in the Premier League. So have COVID. that means that we've got a couple of cases, I'd imagine. Who knows? If we have too many, obviously we'll get the game called off. But that's what we said there. We have had COVID and have COVID like everyone else in the Premier League. We have injuries as well, which always has an effect on the team and your team players available. But Thomas has come back from COVID. We are not quite sure exactly how ready he is or if he is ready. So we need to assess that. Better hurry up, David. He kick off in 24 hours, exactly almost, and we'll see exactly where he is. But hopefully, we are not too bad, and we can go there and try to do the best we can. So is that he doesn't give you nothing, does he, Moyes? He gives you nothing. So for me, I'm thinking Soucek's in because he says he doesn't know if he's going to be right. If he's 90%, he's in my opinion. And even if he recovered, if it's as long as it's not long COVID, you imagine he'd have been back on the grass for a few days now. We know that Zuma is back on the grass as well, so you'd imagine they're both being the thing. But he sort of said, "Oh, we got injuries." Bang. Best side out tomorrow. Who knows? Let's hope so. And then someone asked him about the fact that we have not won at Old Trafford in the league for 14 attempts. Cheers. Way to get us going, shall we? Going to Old Trafford is never easy and never has been. We have to go there with confidence because it's a real big game for us. We have a chance to show our credentials. It's a good game and a chance for us to show what we can do. Indeed. And then someone sort of went, and actually this is quite funny. And actually go and watch the West Ham on their YouTube channel. I'm sure they'll put it up. I'm sure they won't cut it. The BBC journalist was like, "Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question about when you played Man United at London Stadium and David Noble missed the penalty? David Noble missed the penalty." And firstly, Moyes went, "Yeah, David Noble's not very good at penalties. Poor David Noble, he used to play for us. His ears are picked up." He goes, "What? I'm playing for West Ham again. I'm back." But so he was like, and then he was like, maybe I think the BBC will probably cut that out, but I'd keep it in because, all right, David, taxpayers' money and all that lot. But they asked him about that. And he goes, "Look, these decisions aren't easy. Since then, Mark scored 3 penalties. Not David, but Mark has scored 3 penalties since and scored them all. Look, he's got one of the best goal scoring percentages of any player in Europe. It was a big call, and I didn't enjoy my company for a few days after because I beat myself up about it. I got that decision wrong, but I made it for the right decisions." So there you go. So literally, that was it. That was the press conference. That was it. Literally 13 minutes in and out. It was just like so strange how quickly it was. So strange. But there was not really much else to talk about. I'll go for the chat and then I'll bugger off. Because that's all. And I don't want to talk too much about the game or anything because Anton's going to cover that all later on. But I wanted to bring you straight away what was said, and then I'll bugger off. Soucek will help us against United. I love Lanzini, but Leeds, it showed a strong CDM was needed, especially with Zoom out. Hopefully he's back too. Hopefully, my friend. Hopefully he'll be back. I'd like to go back 3. I don't think we'll go. I think we'll keep 4-4-2 to be honest. I think, but we'll see. Gazza, good afternoon to you. Father Snowman, good afternoon. Everyone's talking to each other. Lee, here we go. Good afternoon. Must be 2 key players back. It will help. Man United will always give you chances. You just have to take them. Let's hope we get a result. Are you confident? I am confident. I am always confident. But they're not necessarily a good team at the moment, Man United. They seem to be falling apart, bless them. So it's a great time to play them. Kimbo, good morning. Good afternoon to you. Everyone's talking to each other. As I said, it's literally that's all we're saying. That was all was said. Moby, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well, my friend. Hi, ladders. But this is it. This is literally like a 10-minute meeting, 10-minute call. That's literally all we've got. 13 minutes, as I said, that was it. If there's stuff which comes out embargoed, and we'll bring it to you tonight. But that's it. That is literally it, my friends. So thanks for joining me. Very, very short one, which is very unusual for me. Sorry, Frank. Anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Get those jab appointments. Come on, you irons. And we'll see you later on for the watch. Not the watch along, for the preview. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye bye.
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate,